More trigonometry, question 4.4, and we're supposed to find the general solution to this cos x plus sine x equals 0. What would make it true? Well, there's a special trick here. You subtract cos x from both sides, and how am I going to turn this in to a single trig function? You just divide both sides by cos x. Sine x over cos x is tan x. Cos x over cos x is minus 1. And ask your calculator, hey, what angle fits with minus 1? And it's minus 45 degrees, and it repeats itself every 180 degrees, and where k is a counting number. And there it is, the general solution. Now here's a question worth a lot of marks, and all you have to do is just know your stuff, you know. This is the sine of 90 plus x. Well, sine's positive up there, and whenever you see 90, you change sine to cosine. The sine of 90 plus x is cos x. There's an easy mark. The cosine of 180 plus x. Go to 180, adding x means you go into the third quadrant. Sine is negative there, and the reference angle is just x, so it's minus sine x. 360 plus x, up in the first quadrant, tangent's positive, so it's just tan x. Now 240 degrees is 60 past 180, but cosine's negative there, so it's minus the cosine of 60. A lot of marks. Tangent 225, 45 degrees past 180, and tangent is negative in the third quadrant. There's your answer. And sine squared plus cos squared, that's an identity. It equals 1. Look at all those marks there. Now tangent is really sine over cosine, so I replace that with that. I see 1, 2, 3 negatives in this question, so that I know my final answer will be negative. If it's an odd number of negatives, it's just a quick way to work that out. Now this cos x will cancel with this cos x. Sine times sine will give me sine squared. The cos of 60 degrees is 1 over 2, adjacent over hypotenuse. You need a sketch here, because it says without a calculator. The tangent of 45 degrees is 1 over 1, opposite over adjacent. You need that sketch there to show you didn't use a calculator. And it would have been better, actually, for me to write 1 over 1. I should have written 1 over 1 here. And, well, what's a half times 1 over 1 times 1? It's just a half. But we tip in times, and this becomes 2 over 1. So you've got sine squared times 2, but the whole thing will be negative. And there we go. That's our answer. Or I think it is. I hope it is.